Hello, and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, Guy McLeod. And today we're doing something a bit bigger, a bit more important, a bit more awesome, a bit more everything. Gertrude Yorks is being welcomed into S.H.I.E.L.D. And we got 2 days of nodes to work with. That's only like 10 nodes, but believe you me, at least the last 2 are always worth it. They're worth the practice, worth looking at, worth analyzing, and worth letting us know how good Gertrude could actually be in practice. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Hey, Gertrude. Okay, first off, we do our one-on-one fight. Gertrude versus Cloak and Dagger. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what this means for her, but we're going to find out. Neither can be stunned. That's okay. I don't think we are even packing a stun. I don't need my one cover Gertrude to walk in there, right? We'll use the loner. And let's go. For the first one, we're going to turn on the animations. Just to see if we can fire off any powers first, see what they look like. Because I don't know about you, but I don't know what any of the animations look like. And kind of get curious, don't you? I do. We need yellow, purple, and red, huh? So like that? That'll do. That'll do nicely. We almost got the red, so might as well, get it, right? Guess we'll do it like that? Sure. I left her a match 4. Or him, them. The both of them. Let's see what this one looks like. Deal some damage. Ooh. Plus extra damage for each one that I have more than the enemy, but I won't have more. It's a shame. I wonder if the animation changes if I have more. Sometimes I do that, you know. Want purple? Yeah, let's go with purple, because yellow is a passive, so we want to see the abilities, right? Oh, thank you for leaving me that one in the middle there. That's awfully kind of you. So now we'll set this up. Now, we get to set the traps. The Gertrude is a special case when it comes to traps. I know I was talking about how unimpressive traps can be, and they still can be, because they're very easy to overwrite, to get around, to do anything else with. However, her traps are pretty special in that you pick where they go. I dare you to look through the entire roster of MPQ and find other person's traps that do something similar. It just isn't heard of. It just isn't. That said, we know they're going to take the match 4 whenever they can. So we're going to set... Oh boy, let's say... I want to leave them in match 4, right? So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's red, and they're not going to use red. That's just how they are. But they're still going to match that because... Oh, shoot, there's that crit down there. I didn't realize that. They'll probably take the crit over that. You know? Dang it. Well, shoot. I don't want to ruin my traps, so I got to give them the chance to do it. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see what they do it. I called it. They ain't going to do it. But at least they destroyed the one. And see, they already overwrote one of my traps, which is what I was saying. It's the reason why traps aren't that impressive. We'll take this one, just so they have less match 4s to make. I guess this. Now this stinks because they'll start healing if they do that too much. Oh, that's her passive that gives her some health, some damage back. That's right. There you go. Oh, that was a nice chunk of damage. Okay, I'm still believe that one turn countdown tile is going to mean a lot, but I gotta find it. I gotta find the build. Like, I just reminded of old 4-star pre-nerf Captain America, the one where he uses the Mjolnir, hammer cap, as we sometimes call him. There was an old combo with 5-star Hawkeye and hammer cap to do just that, make a bunch of one-turn countdowns as a passive rebuttal, and then Hawkeye just generates a bunch of blue and red, and now you just go stun crazy and have fun with it. But I don't know if that's as much of a problem nowadays when we have match damage teams like Shang-Chi out there or Beta Ray Bill and other stuff. It might be old hat, so to speak. Anyways, we got to go against Gertrude. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm just going to look at her abilities. It takes at least 10% of the current health and damage to create a one-turn countdown that deals that much damage. So in other words, we can't do 10% or more of her health and damage. We look at her, what she's got. 5 yellow, okay? We can't do 10% or more. She has 13,000 hit points. We can see clearly right here. So we can't do more than 1,000. We'll just say 1,400. Can't do 1,400 or more damage in one hit unless we want her to clap back like that. Now, we can if we want to use 5 stars, but that's not the way I roll. I mean, I have the 5 stars to burn or to tear through her. We know this, but not everyone does. If I had to go against a Gertrude and I only had 4-star characters, let's see. Someone that can hit back, but not necessarily be in trouble. Someone like Vulture, for one. Vulture would be a good hit because you could stay in the air and generate your AP and just clap back at her really easily. 4-star Captain Marvel might do really good, if only because you're going to generate black AP when she matches yellow. And then you could just fire off your photonic barrage and kill her in probably one fell swoop. Not to quote Vulture or anything. We're basically looking at characters that have a nice, easy way of doing a bunch of damage at once instead of lots of smaller, big hits. Miles Morales could go invisible at a moment's notice almost and make it so he could just kind of surprise her all at once. That's always a good option. You could do something simple like Medusa or Polaris and probably just end her that way, but I wonder if Medusa's entanglement would do too much damage. No, only 983. That's not as much as I expected. Medusa would be a good way to tick down her health without triggering her abilities, actually. Not to mention, if she fires off any of her abilities that gets her tiles on the board, you're going to take advantage of it, of Medusa's healing. Not to mention her AP creation abilities. It's not a bad thought, honestly. Medusa seems like a good counter. I wouldn't do Rocket. You don't want to raise your strength up too high and then accidentally trigger Gertrude's passives. I think we've delved pretty deep into this. There's some characters you obviously don't want to do, but there's way too many to get into that. Like Karnak might be good if you get the blue up and ready for when you hit turn 4. When you hit turn 4 and his black turns into a crazy damager, he gets that 560% match damage. As long as you have enough blue to cast his probing strike, that does a nice damage and gets 3 crits out there. Oh, you basically can end her in one fell swoop. Well, let's do that. It sounds fun. Let's do that. Let's put the red down. And just to show it off a little bit, we will boost up the blue. Okay, this should work. I have the Kimoyo beads on. It is one of my lowest supports, but the reason being is because it increases your blue damage and increases critical tile multiplier. I feel like that just screams Karnak for the 4-star stuff. Of course, feel free to put that on a 5-star Shang-Chi or something like that as well, but for people that use crits, it just kind of seems like it's right. Anyways, let's go. Now remember, we want blue, and they just delivered it to us on a platter. Just need one more blue now. That should do it. We just gotta wait for our 4 turns to be up. We will do a little bit of this. One more, right? I almost matched that team up match 4. That would leave her a match 4 purple, and she actually likes purple. So let's not do that, shall we? We'll do this. See, leave me the purple. Not that I'm going to use it, but we will do this. Crit 3 base hazard crit tiles. So let's do it. Bye, Gertrude. Old Lace ain't saving you on that one. Just saying. So, simple enough. Someone that can hit hard all at once, or you hit to stay underneath that 1400 threshold if you're using 4 stars and less characters. There's a lot of people that could do that. You just have to have a game plan for it. Mine was, of course, get the blue up so I can hit her hard as soon as 4 turns pass with Karnak. You could theoretically do it with other characters, like I said, Captain Marvel, Vulture, Miles Morales, even Professor X could build up to that with staying invisible, out of sight. Howard the Duck, for crying out loud, he could do Duck Duck Loose and then stay out of all of her moves. You could do this stuff. It'd actually be quite effective, but anyways, let's move on. Day 1, warm up. If you're not accustomed to how we roll things around here, we throw out the loner. Doesn't really matter who. I throw in Thanos, not Apocalypse. Wrong big face dude. Thanos. And does Thor need any? Yeah, we could tenderize Thor a little bit more, give him down to that half health roll. These easy nodes, there's no explanation needed. And I don't need the animations, neither do you. That's just a waste of your and my time. We know what it looks like by now. Oh, come on. Thank you. Fall down. Like Johnny Cage said, this is the part where you fall down. Woohoo! Next one, day 1, show your stuff. Same deal. We just use Loner Storm. Thor still needs tenderizing. Go. We'll hit this guy up. One more tenderizing, we'll have Thor ready, but we're not going to use it on this next one. We take the 3rd and 4th node of each day and actually treat them a little more seriously. Especially because we kind of have no choice. Level 180 guys, they're all goons, isn't much of a problem, but we have to use Gertrude, we have to use Nico. Thankfully our Nico is champed. We could use the loner, but let's just use the one we have. Nico's been out for long enough, you probably have a good few covers in her. And Gertrude, they're giving us a nice... So, I gotta wonder, you think Carolina works good? I mean, here's the best chance to find out, right? Do the whole runaway team? I mean, why not, right? Let's give it a shot. Just give it a shot, see what happens. I have other plans for Gertrude, I won't lie. But if I'm going to use Carolina anywhere, it'll be here where it's nice and safe. So let's go. Runaways, assemble. Let's get rid of that bot. My lord, I hate those. But don't you? I think everyone hates these bots. The sentries. Ugh. Ugh. Plus those guard dogs are annoying too. We need Nico to take a hit. Nico. We need that blood of... Yeah, it is. When blood is shed. Why? Because that lets her start stunning and doing other cool things with her abilities. Oh, of course they get rid of the blood ability. Why wouldn't you? It's okay. Come right on back. I'm going to do this in hopes that a red drops. And it didn't. I really want You know what? Let's just get enough purple to get Nico's purple rolling. Her purple puts out a 3 different tiles: a strike, a protect, an attack tile. It makes good use of them. I thought my blood tile would come back on that. Okay. Should I put out traps? Nah. Like I said, Nico's is cooler in my opinion. Oh, there we go. Nice. Old Lace is going to do something for me. There we go. Put this out there. So you create a strike, protect, attack of 319. And then she does the whole kitty thing, buffing things every turn as long as you have more. So it's a good start to get that all rolling. And we'll continue it right there. No, don't get rid of my tiles. See, this is why we gotta get rid of that sentry. It's just more headache than what he's worth, which is 0. Here we go. Get some projectiles out there. Like a lot. Let me read that again. Create 3 strength 58 projectiles for every red and white on a team. Carolina creates 2 additional. Yikes, that's 7 projectiles for 6 yellow. Well, dang. That happened. And places a 3-turn fortified on a tile that creates 1 strength blue each turn. While it's on the board, Carolina is airborne and his power becomes Sunset Strip. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Solar Flare. Deal damage to enemy team. If there are 2 or more friendly special tiles on the board, heal allies for a burst of health. I mean, that seems really good. Doesn't the blue do something if there's so many... Yeah, I think it does. If there are 5 or more friendly projectiles on the board at the start of the turn, Carolina removes the Rising Sun and converts 3 projectiles to strikes. Ah, that was it. That was the thing I wanted to see. Perfect. Okay, there goes the silly sentry. Now I don't have to worry about my stuff getting matched away again. Trifecta, Sunset Strip, convert to strikes. Now we got almost 1,000 damage worth in strikes. Good stuff. We're going to hit him with the Solar Flare. Beautiful. I don't care about the guard dog now. That trifecta is buffing everything real nicely. See, I always thought Nico was pretty cool because she buffs every tile you have, not just up to 5 like Kitty does. She buffs them all. Now it's a small buff, but every tile gets hit. So if you have a ton of tiles out there, you could exponentially do so much more. But obviously you have to have a ton of tiles. Obviously you're thinking Polaris at that point, but extra point. If you're destroying them with Polaris to create more, you're getting rid of the buff you've been putting on them for so long. So it's kind of it's pros and cons. Anyways, day 1, test of skill, level 485. Ooh, Hella? Did not see that one coming. Alrighty then. Wait a minute. Where's it at? Deal damage, plus damage for each strike, protect, or attack tile combined. They have more than the enemy. I mean, that's cool. Wait, max of 5. So it's 15,000 plus 13,000. So you're looking at... Yeah. Well, 15, like 16,000. I'll say 16,000. So it's almost 30,000 damage. And plus create 3 more. What's Hella's do? Just creates 4 enemy strike tiles. Replacing tiles. That's a good thing. But I think Gertrude's is cheaper too. Yeah, cheaper by 1. That's funny. And they don't overlap on green, black. Nope. That could be fun. Okay. It's all goons. We don't have to worry about Gertrude's yellow being triggered really often at all because there are goons. We'll see if we can get away with a 4-star guy this time. If I'm gonna do it, I kind of want to think about Hella here. Wait, who's in the enemy lineup? Aim Mecha, Assassin, and Analyst. I wonder if Mecha's green costs any amount that Peggy can make a difference at. Because remember, Hela has a passive. If the enemy has 10 or more green AP, deal damage to target, destroy 2 green enemy AP. Reason I'm saying that is because I could put Peggy on. Oh god, where's it at? And increase they cost 4 AP more. So if that green for the enemy costs 6, then now it costs 10. And that means Hela's going to trigger each time. I think we'll give it a shot. That sounds like it could be good fun. Plus it gives me a nice use for blue. Speaking of which, I probably should just upgrade this because I'm not going to use her red over those twos. There we go. Let's do it. I gotta see the price. Gotta. Oh, it's passive. Lame. Oh well, there goes that idea. Well, if it's passive... Oh, his costs 14 now. Poor guy. He'll never get that off. Meanwhile, I want the green for Hela's. Okay, that's a lot of yellow. I'll take the double crit. I mean, I'm using the crit twice. You get it. I'll take all that blue. Peggy likes that blue. Do I take the green or the blue? I take the blue. I mean, why wouldn't I stop them from doing anything? Let's do these guys, because I'll let that assassin generate the green and eventually be the end of himself. Get rid of that thing. That thing. Yep, there it is. He's hurting himself now. Aw, poor him. Okay, so I'm going to shift him to the back so he can keep doing that against his own buddies. Meanwhile, we're going to have Fenrir come on in. Bite a bunch of people. More crit fun. Oh, more crit fun. Okay. Yeah, we decided this was the better one, right? I think it is. I didn't have an extra bunch of tiles out there to make better use of it, but hey, we did what we could with that. Unfortunately, her purple's almost purposeless right now. The only time that's going to get used is if that aim mecha guy actually moves a tile and matches it accidentally, which isn't going to happen, let's be fair. Ooh, can do this now. There we go. I want to keep that blue out there, so let's not ruin that. Death's best friend keeps kicking in. Yeah, it's hard for me to not suggest Peggy just to hold him back so Hela can tick away at him more and more and more. It's a nice easy way to deliver some justice to these guys. Peggy plus Yelena Belova is really fun, but Hela works good on green only teams like this. So that's day one's nodes. Move on to day two, warm up. Once again, it's time for loner. Oh yeah. Is that a loner? I have a max chap. I didn't even realize that. Huh. Doesn't really matter. But anyways, I gotta sell one of them off. I gotta sell off the max champ and keep the farm rolling. I didn't realize he was there. My bad. Okay. Pull out the. Where's Thor? Yeah, he needs one more set of tenderizing just in case we want to use them. There we go. So Thor's nice and tenderized in case we want to use his half Thor capabilities in a fight coming up, just in case. Day two, that's some more Thanos stuff, but he's done being tenderized. So let's put in just the loner, let her eat a court death for everybody's sake. Two nodes left. Hey Gertrude, there's 10 more shards for you. Don't spend it all in one place. Day 2, Toughen Up. This one could be kind of annoying if you let them run away with it. Scarlet Witch is going to make more purple, which makes Iceman change reds to blue with his purple. He's going to be freezing people a lot more often. Plus, Scarlet Witch's random little blue tile that does all that stuff is a randomly created blue tile. It doesn't turn an existing one blue. It turns any tile blue. So sometimes you get a little blue cascade out of nowhere. Very annoying. Iceman is very happy in this setup more often than not. Okay, so I want to run one of my other theoretical things here. I don't know if it'll really come into play, though. I don't think they're going to do the damage to me. It's Iceman, Scarlet Witch, and the Commander. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I keep looking at this passive. I guess I'll have to use it on one of the 5-star nodes. Yeah, so never mind my rambling for now. Let's do this a different way. Let's go. We already knew Carolina Dean works in some capacity. We want this to feature Gertrude. Maybe we can have some sort of red generator. Some way to get more red on the team. I'm looking at a few options, like maybe like 4-star Cyclops is blue would help get it, but then we wouldn't be using Nico's blue. Not that we necessarily have to, it's just, you know, you're double dipping your colors. Could always just start with good old Rocket. I mean, heck, why not? Let's just do that. If you're going to use Nico, Rocket's a nice shoe-in because now you're already ahead of the game. You'll see. If you don't know, you'll see. Who do we get rid of first? I'd say Iceman. It's just so annoying if he gets his way, gets rolling real quick. Now, unfortunately, we don't have no Polaris or other protection for our tiles, so we want to make sure to preserve them as long as we can. Meaning, you know, don't match your tiles. Now, you might be wondering how that fortification just happened, in case you're not aware. Avengers Tower, when a supporter character makes a match, and this is only level 3 version of it, right? 150 levels into it, but 3-star. 43.6% chance to fortify a friendly special tile when that supporter character makes a match. There are other supports that do this too. So I like to make use of those on characters that actually have, I don't know, specials more often. And Rocket definitely has specials. Comes with them. Part of the package. We're up to 2,716 damage now. I'd like to think this is working. Let's do that. I feel like there's a cascade right here and I'm missing it. One that doesn't get rid of one of my tiles, but I'm seeing a couple that do. That's annoying. I don't know why I'm not seeing it, but oh well, I'm just gonna do this. Aw, stunned my Gertrude. Well, good thing she's not the one putting in work right now. You stunned the wrong one, Wanda. Thank God for that fortification. Saved one of my tiles down there. So if you couldn't, think about it yet, or haven't, yes, someone with the Avengers Tower support does work well with Shuri. Of course, Shuri's lab works really good on herself, but if you have a team that you want to put with her, you get the point, right? We're up to how much damage now? 4,365? We'll do this. I don't think we have enough fortified tiles. What do you think? Not bad for a support. The next one should do it, right? 4,850. 90. God dang. So close to being done. There. Okay, last node, the one that really matters coming up. That one can be kind of hard sometimes if you let them get away from you, but having Nico on the team just screamed utilize her. And if you're going to do that, yeah, I mean, 7 strike tiles to start the game is not a bad way to go. Okay. Decoy, Mockingbird, Riri. Ugh. The Peggy trick I did last time works wonders with Yelena on this one. But I don't have Yelena. I have Hella. So Yelena still works good as she just as is, because a lot of the characters they can't do their abilities till get to like 10 plus. So Yelena can stop a lot of them cold. I'm talking about 5-star, of course. But we're trying not to resort to a 5-star unless we really need to. I mean, I might just do it anyways, but let's think awesome here. 10% of the current health and damage, huh? So 10% for her would be 7,800 damage. 5,800 damage. And whoever we put over here. This could be scary. Like, not in a good way either. I'm contemplating doing Vulture. I'd be feeding Hella green. I'd be feeding a little bit of red to them, because he makes like 2 red a turn, I want to say. Oh, 1 red, I'm sorry. That's right, he does 2 black. But that black goes right back to him, to be honest. But still. Because that blue just goes to himself. He ends up using this to get rid of 3 random enemy tiles, which keeps their tiles down, of course, which means Gertrude stuff would be always in above the enemies. Green and purple, huh? Medusa could make 2 of those colors, green and purple. There'd be no use for any of the blue AP she makes, though. I mean, that's assuming there's a lot of tiles out there to match, so not necessarily a thing that's going to happen all that often. If they end up hitting often enough, Drax could always come on in. I could also play with the idea that Gertrude's going to make tiles that clap back. So good 4-star Deadpool. It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Jeez, 12,900 damage. Yeah, this ain't gonna do that much. Even though I pump it up to 5, it'll do 5,000 damage. I mean, it's still something though. And it's a cheaper trigger point. Only takes 2,000 damage to trigger it. That's tempting. No. Let's stick to the game plan. I have a game plan. I have a thing I wanted to do. And I think it's right here. Melinda May. Is it this one? Whenever an ally takes at least 10% of their health and damage, the ally is granted a burst of health. Once per turn of the ally would deal at least 8% of the enemy's total health and damage. The ally gains 3 AP in his strongest color. So, point being, if anybody takes, 10% or more of their total health and damage, they get health, and then Old Lace is going to kick back as well. Both those things would happen upon getting hit. There's more I wanted to do with this, but might be the best way. Coulson's also good for this, because when those countdowns go down, he'll get extra. Everyone just gets 2 more AP. But that's assuming those countdowns happen often. I don't know if I want to bank on that. If you went 5-star Hawkeye, you could gain 3 blue, 2 red every time a countdown expires. In this case, though, Hawkeye would be the only one using the blue. How good is the Runaways buff? Nah. How good is the Runaways buff, Shogoth? It's okay. I mean, this person, Gertrude, is nice and beefy because, of course, we're playing the node where she's 450. But would I say the Runaways are meta by any point? No. They're nifty. How about that? You wouldn't use them in your everyday schemes, but they're not horrible. I would say I think they have a lot of longevity. If you were to put the 3 of them together on a team, it would take them a while to die. You'd have to have really bad luck for them to lose quickly. Or just go against 5-star people, because obviously that's not their forte. I'm wondering if I could use... I could almost use Rhino. But I don't think there's going to be enough enemy tiles out there to make a difference for that. Got 4/4/4 on the Rhino. Almost done with them. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the route of Vulture and see how that works with me. Trying to see if there's anyone else that would actually make a difference, but I don't think so. I mean, what's this guy gonna do for me again? Make some protects. He does that whole create more AP deal. He has the stomp ability, which isn't that big of a deal if you ask me. Boy. Yeah, not seeing anyone else that's really has a click me symbol on them, you know? No one's really giving it all they got. I mean, I thought about this for a hot second. Just if I can get the purple out there, then I could create the red and just constantly use Gertrude's red, which is pretty strong in this node. But that's a big if. That's like, I gotta get enough purple to get that triggered, and that's not always guaranteed. That's putting all your eggs in one basket, as they say. It's a lot easier to get 6 black than it is to get 9 red, or 9 purple, 7 purple, whatever it is. So, anyways, let's try this out. Let's see how this will work with me. If you're going to do anything with Vulture, you might as well give him the 2 black to start. This could be bad, but it could be fun. Let's go. Got to get rid of that decoy first. He keeps feeding them free green AP, so that Riri can uppercut us into the heavens over and over again. We need the black, which if I match that right now, that black that's over there in the upper right, this black, ugh, it just gives them a match 4 of team-ups. Actually, do they have a team-up? Yeah, Storm. I don't want to give them the team-ups. Ugh. Not that that Storm thing's going to really devastate me, but do you really want to give them free power? I guess out of all these choices, wow, I just realized none of those reds are matchable. If I match those yellows, then it gives them a red match. If I match these purples, it gives them a red match. I think I have to match the black just to, yeah, because they'll have to take the team up, and then that'll give me a red match. There we go. That'll give me a double red match, actually. Ooh, I'll take that. Thank you. Get up in the skies, Vulture. Got work to do. Better now than never, right? It's 3 strength 739s. So that'd be like a little over 2100 damage. 4 straight 551s. It's a little over 2,000. So I'd get more out of this. Let's go. Don't match that away. Do you see where they put my strike tiles? Right there. Right there. How annoying. Yikes. I guess I'm going to take that because I want to keep Vulture in the air and he needs more black. Don't get rid of my strikes. Of course you made all that. Aha. I don't need the yellow. I do need that black to keep him airborne, so I'm looking at that over there, but I also don't want him to just stockpile green. I know Hella's going to take care of some of it, but I'm about ready to eat an uppercut. Yep, there she goes. And that secret mission's annoying. And there goes my strike. Okay, let's take a look at that. That's going to do 7,000 plus 2 hits of 4,680. Or do 13,000 to the team. So that's a total of 26,000 basically, whereas this is not even that much. I think I got to do this one. That's a lot more damage. Sure, it's a countdown, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere in this case. So let's get some AP by doing this. Yes, we get rid of Riri first out of these two characters because Bombshell is easier to deal with because at least I can match it away with any luck. Problem is, I need that luck right now. I gotta get rid of my strike tile just to even have a hope of that one. Yikes. I'm looking at the idea of like what could I do to increase my chances of getting rid of it. Not a lot. I guess I just gotta go for the match. Okay, you got rid of one of them for me, and the other one's got hit. Hella is really hurting for this, but there we go. Thank you, Old Lace, for your help. Much appreciated. And then here we go. This will help. So put out a one fell swoop, right? And then get up in the air. That's going to get rid of that extra Mockingbird tile. Nice. Let's feed on the fact that they're going to be predictable here. We're going to just do 1, 2, 3, 4. They got to make the match 4, right? I don't want to fire this yet because it might overwrite one of my own tiles, and that'd be really annoying. So let's just match this blue. Oh boy, don't do it. Aha! Okay, so I lost my Hella, but they lost 2 of their guys so far. Old Lace is about ready to strike back too, as long as she doesn't go too crazy on me. Nice. There we go. Woohoo! There we go. Vulture helped a lot there. His green... yeah. Right, whoa. Right, Shogoth, whoa. Of course, keep in mind this is a level 450 Gertrude. I had to have my team survive what was going on. Hella definitely gave them the survivability to do that, and Vulture staying in the air, feeding them the blue AP so he could take out that one bombshell. No one died to the bombshell, thankfully. And getting those one fell swoops out there. Basically, he was just constant support. Gertrude and Hella did all the heavy lifting while Vulture was sneaky up in the air. Worked out really well. I don't think we'll ever see this side of Gertrude later in the game because a level 450 Gertrude is just, it's not going to happen normally. Unless we get those uber boost moments, you know, where they boost a character crazy. But anyways, that's day 1. Day 2, welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. for Gertrude Yorks. We definitely used a bunch of different characters for this time. We used Vulture for some success there against Riri Mockingbird. For that one, we used Rocket because it teamed with Nico quite nicely to just get rid of them before Iceman could stun us. Over here, shoot, what did we do on this one? I think we played with Peggy, that's right, and let Peggy increase their value of their attacks. So basically Hela kept using her green passive to knock at them every turn for having too much green AP. And over here we used Carolina Dean just to see the whole Runaways team complete. And of course it worked. I mean, it's level 180 characters. It just seems to be a defensive slog, though, when you put all three of them together. Anyways, that's Welcome to the Shield for Gertrude Yorks. In about 2 days, we'll hit day 3 and day 4 all together in one finale video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. See you, Shogoth.